Carlos, congratulations. Another 3 points for your team against a side up near the top end of the division. What did you make of the performance this evening?
I think today we have achieved the 3 points based in the competitive maturity or the maturity to compete of the team. Because sometimes you don't find the harmony that you want to find. Sometimes you don't find the fluently with the ball that we want to find. In these type of games, you never can frustrate. You always have to compete. And for me, the players improved in the second half, and they were putting a lot of commitment to achieve 3 points in a very maybe balanced game.
As you say, it was a very tight game, and it was one of those games where something special was needed to break the deadlock, and Jeremy Sarmiento certainly provided that, didn't he?
Yes, of course, it was important to find our players with quality, especially the players on the sides. And we needed to have one action that could unbalance the game, and we did with the Jeremy one. And after the goal, it's true that we have more option in the counter-attack, in the transitions, that we could have achieved something else, but like we didn't do. We have to suffer defending until the end, and the team was very concentrated to keep this important clean sheet that gave us 3 points.
How did you rate the defending tonight, Carlos? There was a lot of bodies on the line, last-ditch defending, lots of blocks, clearances. Were you pleased to see that from your players?
I think in football, in the Champions League, especially when you play games in a row, the basics of football need to be there, especially when you are not able to manage the ball enough to just dominate the game with the ball and put the opponent team in your attacking half. When this thing doesn't happen, there is the importance of the basic in football, of the challenge, of the duels, of the second ball start to increase, and for me the team had a good answer managing these aspects too.
That's 3 wins in your last 5 away from home. We've had our struggles on the road, Carlos. How much improvement are you seeing from your players on their travels?
I think that the players adapt more to the different type of games. It's true that there were long time that we didn't play against teams that instead to press high, they were more trying to be more compact and trying to be more solid. And more than to play away or to play at home, I think it's important that we adapt and we understand the different type of games and that we compete in the level that we need. Of course, there are things that we have to do better, that we want to do better to have a better feeling of the level how we perform. But you never can forget that when you play in a row, after an important win that demands a lot on Saturday, the team for me was commitment very well to achieve the important 3 points.
I hate to end on a negative, Carlos, but I've got to ask about the captain, Jed Wallace. He went off in the first half after he took a heavy knock in the opening stages of the game. How is he?
Yes, he suffered the foul of the opponent and the injury in this type of action. He tried to keep playing with the injury, but unfortunately he couldn't. Still, we don't know anything, but of course there is a risk that we don't have him for the next game. But still, we need to evaluate if there is injury, there is no injury, and what is the type of injury.